Yes, this is the Soares twins.
All right, so let's talk about The Boys.
We just watched the first 3 episodes. I don't even know where to start with this show.
Like, one of the most exciting shows of 2020. This is such a unique show.
It's probably the most unique show that we're watching right now. Definitely
just because of like it's all of the things that come with it. Like, it's a superhero show, it's an action show, it's thriller, violence.
Well, it's very vulgar, it's very graphic, so it definitely is for mature audiences, that's for sure. But I think Homelander is obviously the most polarizing character on the show.
Homelander is like, I feel like he's getting up there with like Joffrey right now.
Look at me.
We don't bang with Homelander. We don't bang with Homelander. He just, the stuff he does is just so messed up. Like, the dude, he clapped his ears, the blind dude, and just clapped, and then he bleeds out from his, like,
very
the
disturbed.
stuff he does is just, and my thing is like, he's like corny. Like, he's not even, like, he's so powerful, but like, he has all these insecurities and weird stuff with the milk and all that. Like, come on.
Yeah. He's nuts, but he's
a
supposed
loser.
to be he's also the most powerful superhero in this universe on this show.
Yeah.
But he's bat crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he has an Oedipus complex, clearly.
Right.
He has a God complex, clearly. He needs to just work at complex because everything about him, I mean, at this point, we found out that his son does have powers. We found out in episode 3, which...
Once he put his hand on his mom, you saw how I reacted when I saw him step towards him. I'm like, okay, and then he pushes him. At first I'm thinking like, oh wait, does he have super strength? Like, now it's like, okay. When those eyes lit up, my lord.
When those eyes lit up, it was like
My lord.
staring in the face of a dragon. Like, it was insane. Now, is it going to be a reveal that it can be passed on genetically? Because technically, his son
But his
shouldn't
son
have
is
had
proof that
yeah,
you could
that
still,
it can
you
be
know.
passed along. Speaking of Compound V, what is going on with A-Train? I'm so confused. I mean, honestly, the whole A-Train storyline just seems kind of like, not forced, but it just seemed, he came back out of nowhere. We still have no explanation, and it's still early on, but we still have no idea.
Of course the brother is gonna do it, you know. Of course the brother is
Drinking
all,
Cristal in the club. Like,
At midday,
Cristal.
you know.
I was like, oh my god. How did he come back?
No,
it was just, they gave us no explanation of how he even made it back. And of course, he's still sick with something. I don't know if it's withdrawal or what it is, but A-Train's situation is so vague right now.
It almost makes you think that, like, he's gonna turn into some super villain. Like, usually the case is that either happens or he shows up in some big moment and like dies as a weird kind of hero and has his own little moment. But it's like, yeah, what is the deal with him? Let's talk about Stormfront.
Yeah.
Shorty came on the track on Instagram Live, like on her first like sighting. She's on IG Live talking like, you know, talking that talk. So she's clearly got, you know, big power. Her motive is starting to become interesting to me because she's like, she's not with Vought. She's not with the whole machine system thing. So, but at the same, it looked like she wanted to kind of take things over, maybe just do it her way. I don't know.
She was appointed this position by the higher ups at Vought. So like somebody wants her in there doing what she's doing. She was not playing on that roof, snapping that dude's neck. Like,
yeah.
She is a savage.
She's hardcore. Yeah, she's hardcore. Someone better tell Homelander about Gus Fring. Homelander must not have watched Breaking Bad because
he gone up against drug dealers in New Mexico.
Los Pollos Hermanos. You better ask about Gus Fring now. Care about no Homelander.
Right.
For our Breaking Bad people out there. but having Giancarlo Esposito in the season is really dope. I feel like the acting is good. What's your boy Butcher's name? I forget.
I can't
his real
remember.
name,
I just know that he played Julius Caesar on Xena the Warrior Princess years ago, and he's been in mad stuff since then.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
And every time
really
I see, and
he's
he's actually a very good actor.
He's good. I think the acting across the board is actually pretty good.
Also,
I enjoy it.
You know, Hughie's starting to get on my nerves a little
Hughie's
bit.
starting to get on my nerves, and I told you I'm wondering where this is going with Hughie, because, like, he is the main character, essentially. And he's normal. He doesn't have any powers. He doesn't have any power. Clearly, there's something meant for Hughie that we're gonna see at some point. I just don't know what that is.
I think at this point, he just doesn't want to be a wanted fugitive anymore. You know what I mean? Like, Vought's been exposed, basically, so I feel like now he's kind of just fighting for the sake of fighting. You know, because Butcher's still fighting for something and he feels loyalty to this group, but like, I feel like there needs to be more incentive with his character. I want to see like more of a journey for him in what he wants to achieve out of all of this. Because he's starting to get on my nerves. He's always emotional. He's watching Billy Joel music videos on his phone. I don't know what like, it's a lot.
He might be the one to take some Compound V at some point. You know that always happens with powerless people that are around people with powers all the time. And they get that one opportunity, and next thing you know, your boy's walking around with a whole new name and abilities and
a long leather trench coat.
I feel like that's about to be an interesting like conflict in the show between like the machine, the system of Vought, and the Seven. Because someone like Homelander, who's so like, I'm gonna do whatever I want, when he does stick his chest out and he's like, yo, like, we're heroes, we save lives. Like, I mean, the way he does his thing is obviously a little different, but if they're gonna really own that like we're heroes thing, it could turn into a whole new like development of how they operate. It's already wild. Like, the kind of stuff that goes down in this show is crazy.
It's just crazy. The first 3 episodes have been so good. So Amazon's doing a weekly release of all of these episodes this season, which people have been having issues with and complaining about and writing crazy reviews about the show. I just want to remind everybody that there was a point in our lives when we actually had to wait for new episodes to come out of television shows. Like, this is not like archaic times right now with dinosaurs walking. Like, this is not the craziest thing we've ever seen. So I think we all just need to enjoy the weekly release for now. For once, we're not able to binge everything selfishly and be done with the show in an entire day, and that is totally fine. Even though we only get 1 episode now on Friday, I'm looking forward to it. I think this gives everyone something to look forward to at the end of the week.
This is gonna make a mark on this year, like this season, this show. Like, a second season really establishes a show, right? Like, because you have people who hear about it now and didn't know about it before, and then they check out the first, they're like, what? Where is this? Where did this come from? So this circulation of this season, I think, is about to take it to, you know, another level popularity wise. Shout out to the boys' Twitter too. That Twitter page
the Twitter's lit.
Is lit right now. That thing is fire.
Whoever's running the Twitter page is doing a phenomenal job right now. So yeah,
diabolical.
We're gonna try to do some more reactions of the boys episodes. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Check out our other videos. We have reactions, we have DVD hauls. If you have any knowledge about The Boys, whether it's like the comic or the show, we're very interested in like behind the scenes information. So if you're like an expert or just a nerd who wants to give us some more background information in the comments, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter at the Stories Twins. We're always looking at cool content on there and looking for people who want to conversate and just deliver some good information. I think we got everything.
Yeah. Hughie really is getting on my nerves.
Right?
He's really getting annoying. Like I get it, because
I get it.
Butcher's really putting him through a lot. Like, he's just trying to, like you say, he's trying to live a normal life.
Punch him in the face and knock him out.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just getting put through it. And these are people he's, like, confiding in, working with. Like, Hughie.